Okay, let's talk about one of those words that shows up on assignments all the time and can totally change what you're supposed to do. That word is produce. So, what does it really mean when your instructor asks you to produce something? We're going to crack that code right now. I mean, you've been there, right? You're reading the assignment brief, everything's making sense, and then you see it. Produce a report. And for a second, you just kind of pause. It sounds simple, but what are they actually asking for? If you've ever felt that little bit of confusion, you are definitely not alone. We'll call it the produce problem. But here's the good news. It's actually super easy to solve once you get what that core command is really all about. And here it is. This is the big aha moment. When an assignment tells you to produce something, it's really just a direct command to do one thing: create. It means you need to make a tangible, finished item. So let's put a clear definition on it. Produce means you have to create and submit the work in its final form. See, that's the key part. You're not just supposed to talk about a topic. You're supposed to build or design or write the actual thing itself. Exactly. This word signals a huge shift in what's expected of you. Your instructor doesn't just want to know that you get the theory behind something, they want to see that you can actually apply it. Think of it like this. It's the difference between describing how to bake a cake and actually handing in the finished frosted cake. Okay, so to make this even clearer, let's build a little checklist. You can use this for pretty much any produce assignment that gets thrown your way. Think of it as your blueprint for success. So here's your 4-step game plan. First, step 1, identify exactly what is the thing you're making. Is it a report, a model, a plan? Get specific. Step 2, follow every single instruction, the format, the length, the style, all of it. Step 3, apply what you've learned. This is where you bring in the theories and methods from your course. And finally, step 4, and this is so important, ensure it's a finished product. No drafts, no outlines, the final polished thing. And just look at the different kinds of things you might be asked to create. You could be producing a formal report, a detailed project plan, maybe a digital model or a clear diagram. It could even be a whole portfolio of your work or a worked-out solution to a case study. What's the one thing they all have in common? They're all distinct, tangible things. Now, of course, knowing what to do is half the battle. The other half is knowing what not to do. So let's look at some of the most common traps students fall into, just so you can make sure you avoid them and get the grade you deserve. This chart really nails it. On the left, that's your goal, a finished, usable product that follows the format. What you want to avoid is everything on the right, submitting just general explanations or your rough notes or, and this is a really common mistake, just a description of what you would do if you had to do the task. No, you have to do the actual task. All right, theory is great, but let's make this totally real. Seeing this stuff in action is way better. So let's take a typical assignment prompt and walk through how to turn that one little word, produce, into an amazing final product. Okay, here's a classic from so many business or marketing courses. Produce a marketing plan for a new product. The instruction is crystal clear. They don't want an essay about marketing plans. They want you to give them an actual, usable marketing plan. So what does producing that plan really mean? Well, it means you are building a complete professional document. You need a full market analysis, super clear objectives, a well-defined strategy, a detailed budget, the whole shebang. You're applying all the right concepts and presenting it professionally, hitting the page count and format. You're creating the complete package. So why are we focusing so hard on this one word? I mean, why does this difference between just explaining something and actually creating it matter so much for your grade? Well, let's pull back the curtain and look at how your work actually gets graded. When a marker picks up your assignment, this is basically the checklist going through their head. And look at that very first question. Was the required item actually created? If the answer to that is no, then honestly, nothing else on the list really matters. It's a gateway. Only after they can say yes will they start looking at accuracy, quality, and how well you followed all the other instructions. Getting the produce part right isn't just one step. It's the whole foundation of your grade. So the next time you see that word pop up on an assignment, you're not going to feel lost. You'll know exactly what it's asking for. You'll see it as an invitation to create something, to apply your skills, and to really show what you're capable of. You've got the blueprint now. The only real question left is, what will you produce next?